Good evening, viewers. This is Wednesday's regional news. Beginning with news from Mexico. Mexico on Tuesday pledged to spend $1.5 billion in beefing up its borders as its leaders met with U.S. President Joe Biden, who faces attacks from Republicans over his handling of immigration on the United States' southern flank. Casting immigration as a hemispheric challenge, Biden met Mexican President Andrés Obrador and top Mexican officials in the White House to address U.S. concerns over migration and Mexico's desire for more worker visas. In a joint statement, the two governments vowed to take immediate and coordinated steps to manage the flows of migrants arriving into the countries and to tackle soaring inflation by boosting bilateral trade and reducing trade costs. The meeting came a month after Obrador skipped the U.S.-hosted Summit of the Americas in Los Angeles to protest Biden's decision to exclude the leftist governments of Cuba and Venezuela. Biden has struggled with more than 2.8 million arrests at the U.S.-Mexico border since he took office at the beginning of 2021, a record-setting level. The pledges the governments set out in their statement did not reveal major new commitments. Biden touted a $3.4 billion U.S. investment to upgrade ports of entry along the borders with Mexico and Canada. Turning our attention to Jamaica. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, says paternity leave is closer to becoming a reality for government employees. Speaking on the government's restructuring of public sector compensation during a press conference on Tuesday, Dr. Clark highlighted that it goes beyond wages and salaries that also take into account benefits like pension and terms and conditions such as leave entitlements. Minister Clark said the government intends to update the public sector staff orders of 2004 to introduce paternity leave for the first time in the public service for fathers of newborns for a specific time and on specific terms to be finalized. A 2020 online survey conducted by the U Labor Studies Institute at the University of the West Indies Open Campus in collaboration with the Jamaican Civil Service Association showed that more than 90% of public servants in Jamaica would support the idea of paid paternity leave in the public sector. The minister also said that the Andrew Holness-led administration intends to increase maternity leave and provide leave for adoptive parents. He said the government intends to update the public sector staff orders of 2004 to increase maternity leave from 40 days to 3 calendar months. And to close tonight's regional news. The tarmac and the PRK International Airport was closed on Wednesday after stray dogs overtook the runway. Caribbean Airlines Flight 1503, which left Crown Point, Tobago at 7:17 a.m. en route to Trinidad, was forced to return to the sister isles after circling the Gulf of Paria for 30 minutes. The flight eventually landed at the PRK International Airport at 9:37 a.m. Meanwhile, several flights meant to leave Trinidad were also grounded as a result of the runway closure. This includes flights to Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Jamaica and the United States. That's all for tonight's regional news. I'm Joel Vogt. Thanks for watching. Back to you, Tamiko.